In years gone by, roasting times for large cuts of meat were usually stated as so many minutes per pound. Of course, it was just a guideline because, as we know, all ovens cook differently. Nowadays, with our sophisticated convection ovens, many of us have core temperature probes that can monitor the internal temperature of the meat as it is cooking, providing a greater degree of accuracy. Not only does the core temperature probe prevent overcooking, by monitoring the temperature, you can better determine the actual cooking time. Once you program the probe to reach an internal temperature, you can receive accurate readings of the internal temperature at any time, which will help you determine the timing of the cooking. Now, if your oven doesn't have a core temperature probe, then a wireless meat probe would be a good investment. A wireless probe can also be used on an outdoor grill or smoker. Now, planning is everything when it comes to cooking, so for best results, season the meat the night before and let it come to room temperature in a cool spot in the kitchen prior to cooking. To ensure the meat remains juicy, be sure to roast it on a rack in a shallow pan. Roasting larger cuts of meat on a rack ensures the heat of the pan doesn't leach moisture out of the meat, and it allows the convection heat to circulate evenly around the meat, cooking it from the edge to the center. There are so many side dishes that complement roast lamb. Sometimes I prepare it in the traditional style with roasted potatoes, peas and mint sauce. But there are so many great recipes from the Mediterranean region with wonderful side dishes. Today I'm going to cook my roast in the Provençal style. I seasoned the roast with some fresh chopped rosemary, garlic, and dried herbe de Provence. My side dishes are a gratin of white beans with artichoke hearts and tomatoes baked in the Provençal style. These are very simple dishes that show the ingenuity of the people of the region who could take simple ingredients and make something amazing out of them. I'm going to start the lamb at 425 degrees for 15 or 20 minutes, then drop the temperature to 325 degrees for the remainder of the cooking time. I'm programming my temperature probe to 130 degrees, and I'll plan to rest the meat for 20 minutes prior to carving. Now, since the gratin and the tomatoes only require a shorter cooking time, I'm placing them in the oven when the meat comes out. This way, the side dishes will be piping hot and ready to serve when the meat has rested and been carved. Using your convection oven to orchestrate the cooking of an entire meal takes a lot of stress out of cooking. So remember, use the recipe as a guide for the flavors, but stop and think about the tools in your oven that was so carefully designed to help you achieve success with your cooking. By that, I mean use convection and a meat probe if you have one, and plan to cook your side dishes using convection so everything is ready to serve at one time. Bon appétit!